Why do so many cafes in Europe lack iced coffee? To us Americans traveling around, this was crazy, and I want to know your experience, so stay tuned. So in American coffee culture, iced coffee is huge in the summer. We drink a lot of bigger coffee drinks rather than like smaller sipping beverages, so we like to guzzle down big iced drinks when it's hot out. So when my wife and I moved around Europe in the heat of summer, we assumed that iced coffee would be available everywhere, but when we walked into some cafes in Croatia, yeah, we were really wrong. So you walk into like a classic cafe, and we even asked like, can we get an iced coffee? And they literally looked at us like we asked them to milk a goat. Now, okay, if you go to like a more modern or even like American chain, yeah, they're gonna have iced coffee. But is this your experience with like most smaller establishments? And yeah, I know that coffee culture in Europe is just a lot different, right? It's more about the social aspect, sitting down for long periods of time, catching up with someone. It's not really built for to-go drinks as much. I know that to-go drinks do exist. You guys told me that in my last video where I mentioned stuff like this, but in general, you're supposed to sip, linger, enjoy. So maybe iced coffee isn't the problem, and we are as Americans? What do you think? Europeans romanticize slowing down life, while Americans just try to survive the heat and our overload of constantly running errands. But why else do you guys not have iced coffee over there in a lot of European areas? So I know that espresso is just a lot bigger, statistically compared to in the US. And I think iced coffee is a lot more prevalent here in the US from big chains like these places where you can customize like a super sweet drink, and I believe that's just not as big in Europe. Let me know. Yeah, I know Europe is a bunch of different countries, but the general coffee culture over there just seems way more laid back. So let me know, do you drink iced coffee at your local in Europe? We certainly had a hard time finding it in Croatia. A little bit easier in like the north, in the summer at least. Make sure to give me a follow if you want to see more videos like this. Peace.